Chapter 839, The Bloodthirsty Legendary Super Saiyan. We were over in the city of Angel Grove, California. It was the home of the Power Rangers and they fought all of the evil forces of Rita Repulsa. Jason Lee Scott. Well, home sweet home. Me. So this is Angel Grove. It's a really cool place. Lana. It sure is. It's just like how we saw it on TV. Lainey. It's amazing. Tori Hansen. The last time me, Adam, Xander, Kira, and Bridge were here, we were on a mission to help out the Operation Overdrive Rangers. Smokescreen. I've got a feeling that we'll see that Ranger team soon. Nico. I have a feeling we will too. We then arrived at the Angel Grove Youth Center Gym and Juice Bar. Long Hall. This is where you guys usually hung out? Tommy Oliver. Yep. We hang out here a lot. Me. I saw this a lot on TV. You guys made this a frequent place to hang out. Kimberly. Yep. We went in and we had really good smoothies. Mine was pineapple mango. Me. Slurps. Good smoothie. Lincoln. The orange creamsicle smoothie is good. Adam. It sure is. Aisha. The smoothies are amazing. Miranda drank hers too fast and got a nasty headache. Miranda. Holds her head in pain. Arg. It feels like my head's about to pop. Me. Drank yours too fast, Miranda. Starfire. You have what's called the brain freeze. Me. Yep. It's what happens when you eat ice cream or cold food too fast. Then we saw Bulk and Skull, the Rangers' former blockhead bullies. Bulk. Tommy. Tommy. Bulk. Skull. Never thought I'd see you again, Jason. Jason. Right back at you, Skull. The four were tense for a few more seconds before they burst out laughing. Bulk. Hugs Jason and Tommy. I missed you guys. Kung Fu Panda Mantis. Confused. Did I miss something? Me. Bulk and Skull. How nice of you two to show up. Bulk. Whoa. Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Skull. I didn't know you were here as well. Me. We get that a lot. Lincoln. We like to show up surprisingly. Bulk. I remember. You guys have done a lot of amazing things. Me. Tell us something we don't already know. Later we were at the ruins of the Power Rangers Command Center. It was destroyed in a massive explosion in Power Rangers, so we looked around and found some things that were salvageable and we put them to good use. Asterisk. Back at the estate we were watching TV and playing card games. Me. Master Gaku, can I ask you a question? Gaku. Sure, JD. Me. Who was the most powerful foe you've ever faced outside of Cell? Gaku. That's an easy one. That would have to be Broly. Nico. Broly. Vegeta. Broly was the legendary Super Saiyan, Bakurua. He was a Saiyan of such incredible power and magnitude. Me. How powerful was he, Master Vegeta? Vegeta went over his whole history. Asterisk. Broly first appears in the 8th Dragon Ball Z movie. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. In it, during the 10 days before the Cell games, a mysterious Saiyan named Paragus approaches Vegeta and requests that he come and be the ruler of the newly established New Vegeta, a planet for any Saiyans who survived planet Vegeta's destruction. Paragus then tells him, in order to persuade him, that he needs his help fighting the legendary Super Saiyan, who had been destroying several planets in the South Galaxy. Vegeta agrees and leaves along with Son Gohan, Trunks, Krillin, Master Roshi, and Oolong. Once on New Vegeta, Paragus tells them that there has been another attack by the legendary Super Saiyan, and Vegeta, along with Paragus' son Broly, go to investigate. Meanwhile, Son Goku, who was just told of the destruction in South Galaxy by Kaio, goes to a planet that was attacked, and can sense that a great power was just there. Goku then goes to planet Vegeta. He meets Broly, who at the very sight of Goku starts powering up, but Paragus soon uses a mind control device to stop his son. Paragus tells Goku of Broly's birth, and how he started out with a power level of 10,000, a level which is considered to be elite among adult Saiyans. Goku, who was in the bed next to Broly, constantly bullied him by crying, preventing him from sleeping and creating an everlasting hatred in the newborn child. Later, Broly attacks Goku as a restrained Super Saiyan, and is able to best Goku, forcing the hero to flee. Goku then realizes that it was Broly who was the legendary Super Saiyan all along. Paragus barely manages to get his son under control, and reveals that he wants to make Saiyans the rulers of the universe, using Earth as their home planet. Broly then goes after Goku, but Vegeta jumps in and tries to fight him. After not even scratching him, the Saiyan Prince uses his most powerful attack, the Big Bang attack. However, even this proves useless against Broly, and after the attack, he breaks free of Paragus and turns into a legendary Super Saiyan. Vegeta falls down in fear, acknowledging Broly's power. Paragus tells the heroes that King Vegeta had betrayed them and ordered the death of Broly as an infant, fearing that Broly would eventually overthrow him. When Paragus asked the tyrant to reconsider, King Vegeta ruthlessly blasted him. Broly was stabbed and he, along with his father, were thrown into a hole in the ground. This caused insanity in the young Saiyan. When planet Vegeta was destroyed by Frieza, Broly was able to protect them with his energy, and Paragus began to plot against the last surviving member of the Saiyan royal family, Prince Vegeta. Broly continues his rampage, and Goku, realizing he is no match, turns Super Saiyan, along with Trunks and Gohan. Even with their combined forces, however, they cannot hold their own. Broly quickly takes out Trunks and Goku. Broly then turns his eyes on Gohan, but Piccolo appears and saves him. Meanwhile, Paragus tries to escape in a space pod, hoping his son will die when a nearby comet hits the planet, but Broly confronts him, having found out about his father's attempt to escape. Paragus tries to bluff his way out of the situation, saying that he is trying to prepare the space pod so both of them can escape the explosion. But Broly knew that the space pod is only built for one person. Having discovered Paragus' intentions and desiring revenge against his father for brainwashing and using him, Broly crushes the space pod and kills Paragus, before effortlessly flinging the crushed space pod into the comet. Piccolo tells everyone to give Goku their power, saying that it would be enough to defeat Broly. Everyone does so quickly, all except Vegeta, whose pride disallows him to help Goku. After Goku is being beaten around by Broly, almost to death, Vegeta finally gives his rival his power. Goku rushes at the legendary Super Saiyan and strikes him in the gut with a miracle blow, puncturing his abdomen. As a result, Broly cries out in pain and astonishment before exploding. He is presumed dead after this. Broly reappears in the 10th Dragon Ball Z movie, Broly, Second Coming. In the beginning of the movie, Broly is shown exiting a space pod onto Earth, and then freezing. The story starts off with Son Goten, Trunks, and Videl searching for the Dragon Balls. In a small quarrel, Videl slaps Goten, who pretends to cry, which, sounding much like his father, awakened Broly. At night, Videl hears the sounds of explosions, and explores to find Broly. She tries to attack him, but Broly easily knocks her unconscious with one punch. Goten and Trunks come, and Broly, upon seeing Goten, goes mad, mistaking him for Goku. Trunks and Goten go Super Saiyan to fight Broly, but are no match. As Goten is fighting, he sees the last Dragon Ball. He gets it and hides behind a waterfall. He tries to summon Shenlong, but nothing happens. Luckily for them, son Gohan arrives to help them fight. Gohan informs Goten and Trunks of who Broly is after they see he is familiar with him. They watch as Gohan fights Broly, but the mentally ill Saiyan notices them and blasts them. Gohan turns into a Super Saiyan and begins fighting Broly. But Broly turns into his legendary Super Saiyan form, and quickly outmatches him. Gohan then throws Broly into a pit of lava that had been created in the fight, but the legendary Super Saiyan emerges, and begins to mercilessly beat Gohan. Vidal distracts Broly for a second, and Gohan breaks free, and becomes Super Saiyan again. Gohan then fires a Super Kamehameha wave at Broly, who fires his Omega Blaster back at him. Gohan is unable to break through the energy ball, and Goten jumps in with a Kamehameha wave to help him. Even with their combined powers, Broly still pushes them back, and Gohan makes a silent wish that his father could be there. Just at that moment, Son Goku arrives in spirit form, and helps them with his own Kamehameha wave. Broly still has the upper hand, though, until Trunks fires a Ki blast at Broly's Omega Blaster, preventing him from powering up the attack. The Sun family is then able to shatter the ball of energy with their family Kamehameha, knocking Broly into the sun and obliterating him. When Gohan and Goten turn around, their father is gone. Broly was stated to have returned one more time in Raging Blast 2's bio for Legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly. It states that Broly survived being thrown into the sun and received a huge Zenkai, obtaining not only a Legendary Super Saiyan 2 form, but a Legendary Super Saiyan 3 form beyond that. Broly returned to Earth but was defeated by the Z Warriors, presumably by all the Saiyans at once. A clone of Broly appears in the Dragon Ball Z movie, Bio Broly. In it, a wealthy man named Jaguar uses his money to create powerful Bio Warriors, which he wants to use to reveal that Mr. Satan is a fraud. So he sets up a tournament. However, the Z Warriors intervene, and are able to defeat his warriors. So he reveals his most powerful weapon, a clone of Broly himself. Jaguar was able to create him through a frozen blood sample provided by a village priest near where the original Broly was last fought. Trunks and Goten try to destroy the clone before he is released. However, Bio Broly escapes, and becomes mutated by a bioculture liquid. Bio Broly tries to kill Mr. Satan, but Android 18, Goten, and Trunks try to prevent it, and in the process both get beaten down. Trunks manages to get Broly between some chemical tanks, and destroys the tanks, hoping to destroy Broly. However, this only serves to make Broly even stronger. They escape the factory, and discover that seawater causes the biofluid to turn to stone, so they use a Kamehameha wave to blast the seawater at Broly and he falls into the water. He starts to rise, but becomes stone as he does. Trunks and Goten then blast Bio Broly, obliterating him once again. Bio Broly is briefly mentioned at the end of the film, where he is believed to be causing trouble in Hell, and Goku and Piccin are sent to stop him. He is again presumably defeated and imprisoned in Hell. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We gasped in sheer horror. Me, Broly is that powerful? Nico, I never even knew Broly was that dangerous and strong. If he was able to give you all that much of a hard challenge, then who knows what he could do? Me, no kidding. Lola, hard to imagine that Broly has that kind of power. Lana, and he obliterated the whole South Galaxy. That's crazy. Goku, not only that, but he has an extremely powerful hatred towards me for what happened when I was a baby. I don't know what went down back then, but it was at the time Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta. Vegeta? That's right. Me, let's head into the simulator to find out. We went into the simulator. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We went into the simulator and I chose Nico, Lainey, Lincoln, Lori, Carol, Superman, Vince, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Gohan, Piccolo, May, Earth, Lana, Clyde, Sid, G1 Smokescreen, Long Haul, Miranda and Kung Fu Panda's Mantis to come with. The simulator activated and we found ourselves on the planet New Vegeta. It was a beautiful place and it was in the direct path of Comet Komori. It was on a direct collision course with the planet. We were standing in front of Paragus and Broly. Broly saw Goku and he was growling and in an incredible amount of rage. Broly, Kakarot. He walked over. Paragus, Broly. Broly, no. Don't waste your time on them. He flared up his Super Saiyan aura and his power was incredible. Broly, Kakarot. His hair turned blue and purple. I teleported and fired an energy blast and it slammed into Broly's back and exploded. Crab. When the smoke cleared, Broly wasn't even phased. It didn't even make him flinch. But his hatred towards Goku was so incredibly powerful that he was completely out of his mind. Arteries in his eyes showed as he growled and screamed ferociously up at the sky, and he glowed in a neon green aura. The whole planet shook violently under the sheer magnitude of his power. Rocks were cracking apart and lifting into the air. The sky darkened and lightning struck all over as he was laughing malevolently. Pantera's tense place. We thought he was calmed down because of Paragus. But we were wrong. He screamed again and he was enveloped in a powerful ball of green light, and the sky inverted 3 times and we saw that he was now bigger and bulkier. His hair was yellow-green and his eyes were totally white. He was growling ferociously. He was now the legendary Super Saiyan. Me? Holy shit. Nico? Holy God. Lincoln? What power? Me? His power is completely unreal. His power was at 1,400,000,000 and he was really out for blood. Broly, you Kakarot, I chose you to be the first of my victims. Gohan. No you don't. Me, power up everyone. We transformed and powered up to the extreme. Broly, laughs. How do you fools pick your teammates? Eeny meeny miny mo? Me, bring it on Broly. Laney, you try and reason with Paragus. Laney, right. We went at him and I punched Broly in the face and sent him flying, and Nico punched him in the stomach with devastating force. Lana punched Broly in the stomach and kicked him in the face. Broly fired a massive barrage of energy blasts and more at us, and we dodged them and they exploded with unbelievable power. Crab. We threw some of them back at him and they exploded in his face and it was painful. We were really going at Broly and hitting him with everything we got. Lori slashed him in the face with her sword and fired a powerful energy blast mixed with wind, and it exploded and blew him around in a fiery tornado. Lana fired a massive Kamehameha wave and it hit Broly and exploded with incredible power and knocked him into a cliff. Broly enveloped himself in an orb of energy and fired numerous energy balls all over the place. We deflected most of them back at him and they exploded, and he went at us in an incredible amount of rage that was so powerful that it defied all description. I went at him with incredible speed and punched him in the face and enveloped him in a massive energy tower that overpowered him, and it exploded with incredible power. Crap. The powerful mushroom cloud from the explosion shook the planet with incredible force. We went at him all together and fired massive energy beams and more, and they all hit him and exploded with unbelievable power. Crab. 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 The battle was so powerful that it was threatening to tear the entire universe apart. Broly went at Nico and he was punching him ferociously. But all his punches went right through him. Nico uses Walker's intangibility to avoid Broly's punches, and Foop says that we're brutes. You're just wasting your attacks. Nico punched Broly in the face and fired a powerful blast of energy at him and it exploded. Crab. Broly then charged up a massive green energy blast and Nico charged up a massive blue energy blast, and they fired and the blasts collided and exploded with unbelievable power. Crab. Broly fired a massive volley of green energy blasts at me and I teleported and fired 2 massively powerful blasts of fire energy and they hit Broly and exploded with incredible power. Crab. Crab. I fired a massive barrage of fire energy blasts and they all hit Broly and he was being savagely overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of my power. He was screaming in a lot of pain as he was being thrashed. Me, take this. Stardust Diviner. I formed a rainbow ball of energy and threw it at Broly and it hit him and exploded into a massive column of energy and he screamed in pain and exploded in a massive incredible explosion of unimaginable power. Crab. When he got up, Broly screamed in a massively unbelievable amount of rage and the level of hatred he had was so incredibly intense that it was unbelievable. Gohan, you know what the difference between us is? We have something you don't. Friends and family. Gohan fired powerful energy blasts at Broly and they exploded. Trunks and Vegeta fired powerful energy blasts and they hit and exploded. Sid and Broly charged at each other and they punched and their fists collided in a massive explosion turned the whole area of the planet into a massive lake of lava and a massive tsunami of lava engulfed everything around it. Miranda punched Broly in the face with devastating force and he belched out a huge amount of blood. Superman uses heat vision on Broly's face. If it worked on Doomsday, it should work here. Broly screamed in pain as it hit Broly's eyes and he was blinded and he was screaming in excruciating pain. Nico punched Broly in the stomach and he belched out an enormous amount of blood. Carol fired Godzilla's spiral orange atomic ray and it hit him and exploded. Crab. The Transformers fired their weapons and they hit Broly and exploded all over him. But then we got an unexpected surprise. Out came a Heartless and it was ticking. It looked like a living pocket watch with a mace chain and it has a terrifying face and it can fire deadly lasers from the numbers. It was Luxord's Heartless called the Clock of Nihilism. Me, it's Luxord's Heartless. Nico, it's a living pocket watch. Clyde, alright. Let's see if this card that Luxord gave us works. As soon as Clyde used the card, Luxord's Heartless and Broly's power levels started to decrease rapidly. Maria, it's a strength weakening card. William, Luxord must have made this to disable his Heartless and the Hurl Tess of Xemnas and Xehanort. And the villains that summon those Heartless. I fired an energy blast at the Luxord Heartless and destroyed it completely. Me, Nico, me and May are gonna go into Broly's mind and see if we can get a good view of his past. Nico, okay. Nico grabbed him and held him and me and May placed our hands onto his head and we went into his mind. We saw in his mind a fractured world enveloped in darkness and hatred. May, whoa. What happened to him? Me, this is the mind of a fractured soul. Let's take a look around. We looked around and we found his memories. We saw one that was back in his childhood and we looked at it. What it showed was what happened when he was born. Me, here's Broly when he was born. May, he sure was a cute little guy. And the one next to him must be Gaku. Me, yep. We heard the doctors. Doctor, did you hear? Paragus' son was born with a power level of 10,000. 10,000 at an infant. Me, wow. 10,000 power? May, that is incredibly strong. We saw Gaku crying hard and he was making Broly cry. Doctor 2, makes Bardock's son look like a joke. What is he at 2? Doctor, but that's nothing compared to what Broly's sister has. We saw a little Saiyan girl with blue hair and blue eyes and she was so peaceful and happy. Doctor, Paragus' daughter Nakia has a power level of 35,000. Doctor 2, what? How is that possible? Doctor, no idea but she is powerful. But Hakana's son Bakurua has an immense power level. We saw a boy with black hair and he was sound asleep. Me, that's Nico when he was a baby. May, oh he was so cute. Doctor, Bakura has a power level of 100,000 at an infant. Me and May were floored. Me, 100,000? May, holy shit, is that powerful? Me, no kidding. I wonder how that's possible for Saiyans to get that kind of power level at birth. May, no idea. Let's see what else there is. In another memory we saw Paragus, Broly and Nakia's father raced to the throne room and he opened the door and went to face the king. King Vegeta, no more discussions. I want their children executed immediately. We gasped. May, why would he want Paragus's children killed? May, no idea. King Vegeta, ah. Paragus. I didn't call for you. Paragus, sire, have mercy on them. They could be a help, restrained by guards, to Prince Vegeta and our planet. Please, they're just children. The data could be wrong. They could grow up to be great warriors. King Vegeta, that's exactly what I'm worried about. Paragus, no. King Vegeta, and I don't like arguments. You'll die with them. King Vegeta fired an energy blast at Paragus and blew him away. But Nico's mother, Hakana, overheard what was about to unfold. She was a beautiful Saiyan with black hair and blue eyes, and she went to the nursery and snuck in quietly. Hakana, Nakia, I'm going to seal you into your brother to keep yourself safe from harm. When the time comes, you will be freed. Hakana used a powerful Saiyan magic spell and sealed Nakia into Broly. She then went over to her son. Hakana, my darling son Bakura. Frieza is going to destroy our planet. Please. Don't follow the same path as our people once did. I love you, my son. She took him and loaded him into a space pod, and it went into space just as Frieza blew the whole planet of Vegeta to smithereens. Nico went through a portal that led to our dimension, and we also saw Broly and Paragus flying away from the explosion in a bubble of green energy. Me, whoa. What a narrow escape. May, that was a close one. So Nakia is here in Broly's mind. Me, yeah. We have to find her and free her. We walked around Broly's subconscious and we found what looked like a prison cell in the recesses of his mind. Me, a prison cell. I wonder what that is doing here. We walked up to the door and we saw a girl with blue hair that went down to her upper back, and she had tattered clothes and was crying. She also had a blue Saiyan monkey tail that was 4 feet long. Me, are you Nakia? Nakia saw us. Nakia, yes I am. Me, we came to get you out of here. Nakia, thank you so much. May, Nico's mother Hakea sealed you into Broly for your protection. Nakia, I know. This monster that is my brother is dead to me. He's lost forever. I tried to reason with him but nothing. Me, how long have you been in here? Nakia, 30 years. But I look like I'm 17 years old. Me, that's awful. Time seems to slow down in here. Let's get you out of here. Nakia, thank you. Who are you two? Me, I'm JD. Knudsen, leader of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. May, and I'm May. Nico's girlfriend. Nakia, pleasure to meet you. We went in and broke the chains and Nakia was glowing. May, let's get out of here. May, see you on the outside, Nakia. We exited Broly's mind and Broly glowed and out came Nakia. Me, whoa. Nakia was alright and she was free. Nakia, I'm free. Nakia hugged me. Nakia, thank you so much, JD. And you too, May. Me, no problem, Nakia. Lainey was talking to Paragus. Lainey, so Broly was born on the same day as Goku was? Paragus, that's right. Kakarot was quite a crier. Lainey, that's what I was told. But why do you hate King Vegeta so much? Paragus, because he was afraid that Broly would become too great a threat to him. Same with Bakura and my daughter Nakia. But Nakia disappeared somehow. Me and Broly were left to die and thrown out like garbage. Ironically enough, Frisia destroyed our planet. Bakrul was sent into space before Frisia could destroy it. But not us. We survived. Somehow Broly harnessed his inner power and liberated us from the blast. Since then I have lived only for revenge. Lainey was shocked. Lainey, I know King Vegeta did you wrong Paragus, and I'm so sorry about what happened to you. But revenge is never the answer to anything at all. All it will lead to is a path to your own destruction. Revenge is a double-edged sword. If you have your revenge, it will only kill you in the end. Paragus, I know Lainey. I can't believe I was such a fool. You are a strong-spirited girl and you have helped many people in the past. Lainey, thanks Paragus. But it's never too late to redeem yourself. Paragus, thank you. But first let's kill Broly. Back in the fight with Broly, we were ready to finish him for good. Let's get him with our combos and final smashes. G1 smokescreen, you got it boss. Cyber Key Power. The Autobot Cyber Planet Key went into his back and it enhanced his Electro Disruptor Rifle 100-fold. Kung Fu Panda Mantis, I hope the Cyber Planet Key won't squish me. Animatron Cyber Key Power. The Animatron Cyber Planet Key went into his right arm device and he grew to human size and it enhanced his strength and power 100-fold. G1 Smokescreen and Kung Pu Panda Mantis, Lightning Praying Mantis Slash. Smokescreen fired his Electro Disruptor Rifle and it merged with Mantis and turned him into a Lightning Mantis and he slashed Broly and electrocuted him. Miranda, let's get him. Giganteon Cyber Key Power. The Giganteon Cyber Planet Key went into her right arm device and enhanced her shape-shifting powers and abilities 100-fold. Long Haul, let's get him. Cyber Key Power. The Earth Cyber Planet Key went into his back and enhanced his missile mount 100-fold. Miranda and Long Haul, Firestorm Missile Barrage. Miranda fired a massive blast of fire when she turned into a dragon and Long Haul fired a massive barrage of missiles and they slammed into Broly and exploded with incredible power. Crab Vegeta, Kakarot, I don't think a spirit bomb will be enough. Goku gets an idea, but what about a spirit bomb enhanced by a cyber key? That just might work Master Goku. Nico, I'm right with you guys. Broly, you have failed this universe. Let's get him. I held up my hands and formed a massive black ball of energy. Revenge Death Ball. I fired it at Broly and it hit him and exploded with incredible power. Crab Gohan, this is for all the people whose lives you destroyed. Cups hands to side. K88888888. Me. Hate 88888888. Me. Hate 8888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888áfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáfáf incredible power. Crab. Nico, this is for the entire universe. Nico's bracelet glowed red and it fired 7 beams of light into the air and formed a massive red energy ball. It grew to the size of a huge moon and Nico condensed it to his size and it was more powerful than ever before. Nico, this is for all the terrible deeds you've done to the universe, Broly. Negative karma ball. Nico fired the massive red energy ball and it hit Broly and carried him into the vast reaches of space. Goku raised his hands into the air and formed a massive spirit bomb. He enhanced it with the power of the Giganteon Cyber Planet Key and it was now as powerful as the spirit bomb we used to destroy Unicron. Goku, Universal Spirit Bomb. He threw the massive spirit bomb at Broly. Me, Nico, let's fuse and destroy this monster together. Nico, right. Me and Nico got into our positions. Me and Nico, FUUUZINHAAA. We did the fusion dance and we were enveloped in a powerful blinding flash of light and when it faded we were now one. We were a completely different and powerful being. We were now JICO. Chico had black hair, green eyes, blue pants, black vest with gold on it, and mine and Nico's trench coats were fused together. Chico, in me and Nico's voices in unison. Chico is ready to destroy the evil that is Broly. Every force you make has an echo. Your own bad energy will be your undoing. Cups hands to side. Nuova fire Kamehameha. Chico fired a massive Kamehameha wave made entirely out of pure fire, and it pushed the spirit bomb and it slammed into Broly and the negative karma ball, and they exploded with incredible power. Crab. When the smoke cleared, Broly was completely obliterated in an instant. But we had another huge problem. Comet Komori was a few seconds away and was about to slam into the planet. We teleported out of there fast and we were back in the estate. Everyone did a great job and everyone else was cheering wildly. Me and Nico separated at will. Me, that was unbelievable. Nico, no kidding. That was the most action-packed battle ever. Goku, it sure was. You guys were incredible. Vegeta, I'm amazed myself. Piccolo, well done to all of you. Me, thanks guys. We all defeated the most powerful Saiyan ever known and we did it together. Nico, you said it. To the viewers, even the most evil of Saiyans, no matter how powerful they are, will never be a match for the combined power of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Goku, you said it, Nico. To the viewers, no matter what happens, when we work together, you can make a difference. Nico caught a Lurantis and a Rockwanoid. We were exhausted. Broly was the most powerful foe we have ever faced. He put up one hell of an incredible battle and we triumphed. Nakia now lives with us and Paragus was so overjoyed to have his daughter back. Paragus now is on the redemption squad. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete and another awesome battle done. Broly the legendary Super Saiyan was beyond a shadow of a doubt the most powerful and most brutal villain that the Z fighters have ever faced, and it was a brutal fight. I did this chapter as a combination with the fights with Broly on the Dragon Ball Z movie and the 2018 movie. Those were both epic fights. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. Let me know what you all think. The next chapter is gonna really put our power and strength to the test. We're going to be facing the 7 Shadow Dragons. So buckle your seatbelts and get ready for a massive and explosive battle with the most powerful villains ever known in the entire Dragon Ball series. See you all next time.